work amongst her, and she is one of Remy's hand-selected artists. And so we want to introduce you all to Sister Cerena Robertson. Sister Cerena Robertson.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So yeah, my name is Cerena. I'm 22 years old and I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I lived there my whole life. I moved to Atlanta when I was like 19 years old. It was some point in like 2020, going into 2021. But I'm self-taught and I've been doing art for a minute just because like ever since I was a kid, it was something that I focused on. Like I was very hyper focused on like drawing, and then I moved into oil paint, which is my main medium right now. So when I discovered oil paint, I was in like a, how do I say it? Like I come from Philly, so it's not really like, there's not really a lot of resources for artists, but it's a booming city for art outside of Philly. Like people come to Philly for the Philadelphia Museum and all that other stuff, but artists really in Philly don't like succeed as well as like anybody outside coming in. So I want to be able to like bring something back to Philly that has to do with art, because the city has become like increasingly dangerous. It was already notorious for like the violence since I was living there, but I want to bring something back so that like more kids can get into their creative side, because a lot don't tap in the first place to know that they have one. And yeah, so like that's like basically staying inside, staying out of danger is something that like drove me into the art world, because it's something that really was therapeutic for me. And basically the whole goal of my art is to take away what you usually see when it comes to like Black people, like how, just like how Black people are represented in like movies a lot of the time as like going through some sort of struggle or some sort of like hardship. I prefer to give that breath of fresh air with my artwork and representing like the beauty and different skin colors and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that?
Can you tell us about your piece on exhibit here?
Oh yeah, for sure. That piece is titled "John with the Pearl Earring," and a John is a Philly term. John is a Philly term for like a girl, or like it can really stand for any noun, but John, when it comes to a person, refers to a girl. So I kind of added that to it because like, not because I based the painting off of like the what's it called, like Girl with the Pearl Earring or whatever the painting is called. I forget the exact title verbatim, but it wasn't based off of that when I initially was painting it, but I put a pearl in there as a little earring piece. And I was like, it would be funny if I called it this, because my whole like aim of the painting was to paint a John, like just a girl. And like that's the whole point of like what I do. A lot of times like I will paint something that's just meant to be beautiful, it's just meant to be there, and it's nothing more to it, it's nothing deeper. I mean, of course there's deepness to it, there's depth to it when like you get into the reason why I'm doing certain things, but for most of my paintings I just want y'all to see the beauty.
And you accomplished that because whatever her name is, she's beautiful.
Thank you.
Say her name is again.
John.
John.
Yeah, John.
Hey, you accomplished that, girl, because John beautiful. I want to meet her in person.
Thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And you know something too, I'd like to share with you in case you weren't aware of it. I was in Philly a few years ago, and I was so amazed that in my hotel they had this little schedule. It was called a tour of murals, and they had actual tourist bus that took us all around the city and showed us all the multitude of murals that they were producing in Philly by the artists. And to my and you know, being in Atlanta, as of a couple of years ago, it's been a big wave of murals for you're looking for young upcoming artists and established ones all over Atlanta. You can't go in the West End of Atlanta and not see these beautiful murals that they have propped up of civil people who are rooted in those communities. And so I just wanted to share that little bit about you, about your hometown. I know you've been there, but that right there was that was encouraging to me to see that tour of the murals.
Oh yeah, there are plenty of like there's so many artists in Philly. It's just they're not as supported, and it's so sad because there's so much talent there. And a lot of people do put it into those like murals, whether they're working together as a team or they're
Yeah,
like individually working on that mural. But there's murals everywhere, especially where I was coming from, West Philly. West Philly is full of murals, like every single wall, because like the way the houses are structured, it's all row homes and stuff. They're all
yeah,
connected. So at the end of the row homes, there would be those murals because the buildings are tall. They're meant to be tall. So
yeah.
see everything for everything.
But we thank you for your gift, and we thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank
You
you for
20,
having
you 22 years old. We know that the best is yet to come, honey. You keep on
me.
doing what you're doing, and you'll keep on getting what you're getting.
Thank you. I
And
appreciate
if
it.
you're ever in the Arts Exchange, come visit us and check out the Arts Exchange. All right?
Absolutely. Some emergencies happen. That's why I was unfortunately only able to attend virtually, but I plan on like coming to actually visit and support in person.
Yeah, we appreciate that. And in the interim, we'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You enjoy the rest of the day.
You as well.
Our next artist is, give it up for my sister, y'all, Cerena. Our next artist is Inaj Janae. I think I pronounced that right. Inaj